Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the dominoes. You blew up the dominoes and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Oh goodness, well I guess those Saiyans have done it now. They really should learn when not to interrupt Lord Beerus' snack time, but I can't help but shake this very strange feeling that I'm getting. Something doesn't appear to be quite right, but I can't seem to put my finger on what it is. I sense a dark energy that is looming somewhere within the cosmos, and it seems to have appeared from out of nowhere as well. Now I wonder what this could mean.
As our story continues, during the midst of battle, with Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku now being shown having to chase down Primal Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, with Vegeta now being shown having to maintain balance in breaking his fall, it was only upon having to address Goku where Vegeta went on to tell him, "You seem a little eager to end our fight, Kakarot. Is doubt beginning to finally settle in?" That's quite ironic coming from the guy who said he'd knock me out before I'd have a chance to touch him, in which it was only upon the moment of impact with Vegeta and Goku now being shown striking each other with such tremendous amounts of force that not only had resulted in a massive shockwave having to echo throughout the landscape, but neither one of the two Saiyans were willing to give up during the course of this battle, as Goku went on to address Vegeta by telling him, "I'm not backing down against you, Vegeta. You aren't going to beat me. Your body will burn itself out before mine, and then you will lose. I won't quit. You clown. You'll have to kill me if you hope to walk away as the winner," Vegeta says. "Of our fight here today, I am the strongest, and it'll only be a matter of time before your Ultra Instinct runs out." But then, it was from out of nowhere during the midst of their battle where a voice had gone as far as to capture their attention by shouting, "You Saiyans have disrespected me for the last time! How dare you dimwits ruin my perfectly delicious ice cream sundae! Gah, get off of me, Kakarot! Look there! Wait, is that Lord Beerus?" "It is," Goku says, "but why is he coming right for us? He doesn't look very happy, Vegeta." As indeed Goku was right, because with Beerus now being shown having to make his way ever so closer towards both Goku and Vegeta, it was only during his act of anger as he was making his way closer towards them where Beerus went on to shout, "Of all the possible times that you two idiots could have picked a day to fight, you sure did manage to pick the wrong one. And now I'm going to smash both of you just like you smashed my sundae. You little disrespectful, inconsiderate, brainless piles of Saiyan trash!" And Beerus meant business, because with Beerus then being shown smashing his way into both Goku and Vegeta by punching them in the stomach, it was only upon both Goku and Vegeta being shown having to grasp for air where Beerus went on to continue, "Now you Saiyans are in for it! Serves you right for ruining my perfect day!" "Oh, come now, Lord Beerus. Don't you think that may be a little extreme?" with Beerus responding, "Oh, shut up, Whis. At least you were able to enjoy yours. I've had it with them." As within that very moment with both Goku and Vegeta now being shown having to make their their way back down onto the ground by holding onto their stomachs, while both confused and in tremendous amounts of pain, that was when Goku went on to respond, I don't understand. What did we do? Oh, my entire body is shaking. God, this is all your fault, Kakarot. I have been too easy on you, Saiyans, and I no longer stand to put up with your sudden and random acts of disrespect any longer. I never needed you, idiots, and I never will, Beerus went on to shout. Earth is all that matters, and so I've had enough of you. If you think that I am honestly going to stand for this, then you are gravely mistaken. What is he talking about, Goku asks. What is he about to do? Hey, Kakarot, look, he's not bluffing. As with Beerus now being shown having to create an energy ball up above his head, it was only from there where Beerus went on to continue, I'll make sure that Earth remains while I destroy you both, so just try and change my mind if you can, because you won't. I'm going to see to it that you Saiyans never disrespect me again. Whoa, just look at all of that power, Goku says. What's gotten into Lord Beerus? What did we even do? Has he lost his mind or what? It doesn't matter what it was, Kakarot. He's going to do it, and we can't just sit around and wait for him to just destroy us. In which, with Beerus now being shown creating a gigantic energy sphere up above his head, neither Goku or Vegeta, even from that point on, were willing to back down from this, as Vegeta was shown creating an attack with Goku by telling him, we've got no other choice, Kakarot. Gather your energy into your strongest attack and fire at that energy ball. I'm on it, Goku says. I hate to do this, but it's for the best. Ready when you are, Vegeta. This is for my ice cream sundae, Beerus went on to shout, but then it was only seconds upon Beerus having to be shown firing the ball down at both Goku and Vegeta where all of a sudden Beerus had gone as far as to stop, which not only had now gone as far as to prompt the question as to what was going on, but as Beerus was shown clenching his fist and vaporizing the attack above him, it was only from there where Beerus went on to ask, Whis, did you sense that too? Yes, strangely enough, I did. Let's go, Beerus says. The sudden energy signature that appeared wasn't that far away, and so I want to know what that was that we just felt now and what just happened. Let's move. Forget about the Saiyans, with Whis responding, right, then we'll take our leave now. Luckily, whatever that was has appeared within this galaxy, so it won't take long. To which, with both Beerus and Whis now being shown having to leave the Earth, it was only from there where Goku went on to comment, hey, so, what do you think that was all about? I don't know, but it doesn't matter, cause he's gone now, Vegeta says. Consider it mercy, otherwise things would have gotten extremely messy here if we fought him, with Goku responding, well, I mean, between us though, don't you think we would have beaten Lord Beerus considering that, well, you know, we're stronger than him now? Yeah, well, he doesn't know that, Vegeta adds, and besides, he has Ultra Instinct now too, so we shouldn't rule him out just because. Oh yeah, that's right, he used it against Merno a year ago, right? Of all the things that could have went wrong today, I had you right where I needed you, and I was going to knock you out if it wasn't for him. You need to watch where you're fighting, Kakarot. If it wasn't for you punching me into my own damn building, then Lord Beerus wouldn't have been disturbed and our fight would have concluded. Pay attention the next time we fight, with Goku responding, hey, you can't be serious right now. You were the one who decided to ram me through the lookout, Vegeta. Everything was fine until the door blew wide open. Cut me some slack here. And besides, it's not like we knew that that was going to happen anyway. So whatever, I don't want to hear it. Hey, lighten up a little, would you? What's gotten into you lately, Goku asks. You seem a bit more jittery and angry than you usually are, with Vegeta responding, oh please, Kakarot, don't act as though you don't know why, especially since it wasn't that long ago that we nearly lost everything. Do you remember how powerful that angel was compared to the rest of us, Kakarot? He ripped us apart out there and he did it without breaking a sweat. That itself should be more than a wake-up call for you to understand our position. Well, I didn't forget, Vegeta. I mean, yeah, he was a lot stronger than any of us, but we still managed to hold him off long enough for help to arrive, right? Wrong. That maniac could have wiped us all out if he wanted at any moment, but he didn't, because he was too busy enjoying himself at our expense by torturing us one by one until we all fell. Drawing our blood is what he wanted. Not even our Potara fusion was able to put up much of a fight, and by then we were all already maxed out even while using Ultra Instinct. The point is for us to be on guard just in case another enemy like him were to one day suddenly show up. Though the chances of someone as strong as Merno popping up to face us are extremely low, we can't risk being where we are without evolving, with Goku responding, "No, I remember, but then again, come to think of it, if anything like that were to ever escalate to such a level like it did with Merno, then there's always the Grand Priest that'll be there to help us, not to also mention the fact that his Supreme Omni form is practically unbeatable too. You saw what he did to Merno, right? So I don't think we have much to worry about with him on our side, but then again, do you think it's even possible for us to reach such levels of power in our lifetime?" "Oh, you idiots," Vegeta went on to shout. "We can't always count on the Grand Priest or the other angels to be there in case something happens. Unless the situation were to involve them directly or risk the fate of the entire multiverse being destroyed, they won't help us." "Wake up and stop being so carefree," Vegeta shouts. "We will never stop evolving as warriors. We may not be able to reach those levels of power overnight, but at least we'll be one step closer towards doing it if we train. Now get it together and let's head back to the lookout so we can resume our training. The less time we waste, the better. Didn't you also mention the fact that you wanted to evolve your Ultra Instinct as well? Well, I want to evolve my Primal evolution form too, so let's go back and do what we gotta do and stop being so comfortable." As in the meantime, while this was going down, when then going back to Beerus and Whis, it was only upon traveling to their designated location where Beerus went on to put the situation into question by asking, "What do you think that was, Whis? Could it have been one of the other gods of destruction who were passing through? It was probably Champa again, wasn't it, that slob?" "I honestly don't think it was any of the other gods of destruction, my lord, but we're about to find out right about..." "Oh, well, now, that's odd," Whis says. "There seems to be nothing here, Lord Beerus." What do you mean? But that's not possible. What do you mean there's nothing here? The energy that we felt surging was right here," Beerus says. Wait a second. Wasn't there a Super Dragon Ball here in this very spot as well, Whis?" "There was, wasn't there?" With Whis responding, "Actually, come to think of it, I believe there was. Huh, now that's strange. I don't like this, Whis. Dragon Balls, especially of that size and power, just don't suddenly go missing," Beerus says. "Let's head back home and see if we can figure out what's going on around here. Let's move," Beerus says. Well, not to mention the energy that was felt coming from this very spot seemed oddly different too, in which from that moment on, with Beerus and Whis then shown going back home, Beerus went on to further put the situation into question by asking, "I doubt any of the mortals in this universe are capable of capturing such an object without being noticed, so we can rule them out for now. And if the energy that was felt didn't come from another destroyer, then what exactly was it?" As unbeknownst to the both of them, as they were shown leaving, there was a gigantic dark portal now being shown emanating from behind them, as it would only now appear as though Beerus and Whis were not the only ones that were beginning to detect something very unusual going down within Universe 7, because as we then make our way on over to the Supreme Kai homeworld with Kibito and the Supreme Kai shown playing chess, oddly enough, the Elder Kai was shown staring off into the distance as the Supreme Kai went on to tell Kibito, "Alright Kibito, Game 7 begins now. I'll go first then, so I hope you're ready to take another loss," with Kibito responding, "Oh no, not this time you won't." "Hey, Kibito, have you noticed anything strange going on with the Elder Kai? He's been shown to be unusually quiet for a few days." "I have actually," Kibito says. "Is everything alright?" Elder Hakaishin went on to ask. "You seem a bit concerned." "With everything going on out there," the Elder Kai responds, "you should both be very concerned as well." "Wait, what did he just say?" Kibito asks. Elder Hakaishin responds, "What exactly do you mean by that? Is there something wrong?" Elder Kibito asks. "I'm not quite sure as to what exactly is going on out there," the Elder Kai says, "but I know that I can't be the only one who is sensing this disturbance. The 12 universes have seen peace since the evil angel's destruction, but I'm afraid something else is lurking within the darkness that we have yet to come across. Something evil. Listen to me, both of you," the Elder Kai says. "I want you to put me in contact with Whis immediately. It's better to not waste any time either, so forget about this game you're playing and hop to it." As we from there now make our way over onto Beerus' planet again, with Beerus now being shown thinking. It was only from there where Beerus went on to ask, I don't get it, Whis. It was there one moment, and the next it was just gone. And the energy that was being emitted from whatever that was felt very different. I haven't felt energy like that since I was ushered into becoming Universe 7's God of Destruction. Strange. It felt very dark in nature, Whis went on to chime in, so it most certainly couldn't have been immortal nor any God of Destruction or angel crossing through from another universe either. And what's even more alarming is that whatever came into this universe had left by taking one of the Super Dragon Balls with it. This itself is no easy feat to achieve. It couldn't have been Champa again since his energy would have been recognizable. I highly doubt that it was Champa too, but hang on, it looks like we have a call coming through, Whis says. It's the Elder Kai, with the Elder Kai chiming in, my apologies for the sudden call, Whis. But did you and Lord Beerus sense that strange energy too? Why yes, we did, Whis says. But by the time we arrived in wanting to find out what it was, the energy that had been coming from that hotspot had vanished. Then we felt the same thing, the Elder Kai says. I had been closely watching and paying attention to what's been going on out there in the universe, and I'm afraid something's very wrong, he says. I went and found the old book just in case there was something inside of it that could point towards giving me the answers that I need, but I can't seem to find anything that would match what I've been sensing out there. Would you happen to also know if you still have your book as well, he asks. This is only book 1 of 2, so I take it that you must have the second. Perhaps maybe one of these may have the answer. Did you say book? Beerus went on to chime in. And what exactly is this book that the Elder Kai is talking about, Whis? I'm rather curious to know now, with Whis responding, has it really been that long? Don't tell me that you've already forgotten, Lord Beerus. The ancient book of the Fallen. You were instructed to read it a long time ago, Lord Beerus. You did read the book, right? Oh dear, that look on your face says it all, with Beerus responding, well, it must have been a pretty boring book then if I can't seem to remember it, Whis. Must have been one of those which went on and put me to sleep. We should not waste any more time then to get down to the bottom of this mystery, the Supreme Kai went on to comment. I've been getting a very strange feeling as of late, so it's best if we all go now, he says. The young Kai is right, let's hurry up and find out, the Elder Kai says. I've got special plans later, you know. Well, how could you possibly have plans when all you do is read dirty comics all day, the Supreme Kai asks. Oh, quiet you, that is the plan, as it was only then where the Supreme Kai was then shown using instant transmission in bringing everyone on over to Beerus's planet, but unbeknownst to everyone on the Supreme Kai homeworld, it only appears as though a dark portal was shown emanating from a distance, with a very ominous and strange creature being shown having to watch from the other side. It was only upon having to carefully observe them where the devilish creature went on to respond, you foolish little deities, there is nothing that any of you can do without me knowing. So, you're all suspiciously curious about what you felt, are you? The General and Dark Masters ought to know about all of this, he says. General Raiga! General Raiga! That was fast. Were you able to locate the Kais and secure a pathway to their homeworld? The entry portal is secured and remains undetected, General. However, upon my search, it appears as though the Supreme Kai of the 7th is not alone. He is shown attending and being attended to by 2 others, went on to respond. One who goes by Kibito, the Supreme Kai's attendant, and another old Kai who seems to be the universe's Elder Kaioshin, with Raiga responding, an Elder Kaioshin, you say? So there are 2 who exist in that universe. Very interesting. Good work on securing a line that points to their world. I'm sure the Dark Masters would love to have a word with them both. Make sure to keep your eyes on the portals that are opened. We don't want any sudden accidents to result in their destruction, he adds. We need them open and hidden for the time being across the entire multiverse, Raiga says. With the gates opened, the bridge into and back from each of the 12 universes will be the greatest method in eliminating the gods world by world once our master is awakened. And with the Dragon Balls found, we will stop at nothing to possess it. And as I ready the Armada, we will use the old ways once the order has been given by the Dark Masters to strike, with Haz asking, our numbers grow larger and larger. Shall I gather the others to forge the next bridge, with Raiga responding, go. And make sure you are not seen or followed by anyone. anyone. And if you are to find yourself engaging against any of those mortals, do be sure to bring back a sample of their blood for us to use against them, as it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Master's Ultimate Resurrection Manga Chapter number 2 special then comes to a close. Now, something strange seems to be going down within Universe 7 that only a few other deities, which happen to include Beerus, the Elder Kai, and we seem to be picking up on, as even unbeknownst to them, while they're trying to figure out as to what is happening, they don't even know that they themselves are being watched by some of the other demons that just so have happened to create a bridge from the demon realm into Universe 7, as with even the active commanding demon General Raiga now being shown resurrecting even more demons within the demon realm. This now only goes as far as to beg the question on whether or not our heroes are going to figure out as to what is happening specifically with the Dark Masters going around by collecting all of the Super Dragon Balls, and if they will be able to somehow stop them in time before having to bring those Dragon Balls back down within the demon realm, to which again, you guys don't want to miss out on the upcoming manga chapter, which is that of Manga Chapter number 3 on the channel, so make sure you guys go back and check out Manga Chapter number 1 in case you guys have missed it, as well as also smashing that subscribe button if you just so happen to be new to the channel and of course love Dragon Ball and anime, on top of giving this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below if you guys are excited and can't wait to see what's about to happen next, to which if you guys don't want to wait to find out what's about to happen next, then be sure to head on over to our Patreon and become a member, patreon.com/UnrealEntGaming. The link to that will be located down in the description box below and pinned comment section, in which on there, not only will you guys be able to gain exclusive access to stories and content that other people won't, but on there you will also be able to download all of my soundtracks, my previously existing fan mangas, and so much more. So if you would like to support the channel and all of the fan manga content that you guys see, then make sure you guys head on over and become a Patreon member today. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you guys for your time. Tune back in for more, because I'm going to promise you this: once certain things align and they end up falling into place, I can promise you that all hell is literally going to break loose. So thank you all so much once more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace!
Hello! Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi!
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.